Have you ever stared into a mirror and paused? Not to fix your hair, not to check your skin, but because, for a moment, it felt like someone else was watching you? Cinema understands that pause, that stillness, that uncertainty. Mirrors in film aren't just there for lighting tricks. They are portals to the truth behind the performance, to the self beneath the surface. In dreams, mirrors behave strangely. They warp, they shatter, they show what we've buried. And in cinema, that same logic lives. When a character looks into the mirror, they aren't seeing their reflection. They're seeing a reckoning. Today on Dream Frame Cinema, we dive into the mirror, not to see the face, but the fractures behind it. In Black Swan, mirrors are everywhere. In dance studios, in bedrooms, in bathrooms, but they never feel safe. Nina practices until her feet bleed, but her reflection moves when she doesn't, smiles when she's scared, stares when she looks away. Why? Because she's not alone. She's split between the perfect daughter and the untamed artist, the white swan and the black. The mirror becomes a battlefield. As her identity fractures, the glass literally breaks. That's not just psychological horror. That's dream logic. The mirror doesn't reflect Nina, it reflects her shadow. And when the shadow steps out of the mirror, we understand. Nina is no longer performing. She's becoming. But have you ever wondered why mirror scenes hit us so hard? Why they stay with us? It's because we've all had that moment. Standing in a dim-lit bathroom, late at night. Alone, you glance up, and for a split second, you don't recognize yourself. Not because your face has changed, but because you've changed. You see the tired eyes, the buried regret, the part of you you've ignored all day, all year, maybe longer. Cinema captures that feeling. That tiny, private rupture of identity turns it into art. That's why we flinch. That's why we remember. Because mirror scenes don't just reflect the character, they reflect us. Fight Club offers a darker twist. The narrator punches the mirror, not to break glass, but to break denial. He sees the version of himself he created and now can't control. Tyler Durden isn't just a personality. He's a reflection of violence, masculinity, and unspoken rage. When that mirror cracks, we realize the war is no longer internal. It's visible. Now shift tones. To the Truman Show. Truman, a man trapped in a world of actors and lies, draws on the mirror. He makes faces. He speaks directly to it. Because the mirror is his only honest audience. The one space untouched by the illusion around him. And then there's The Shining. Danny Wright's redrum. It means nothing until the mirror shows us the truth. Only then does the horror reveal itself. These mirrors don't reflect beauty. They reflect reality, even when reality is too painful to face. In dreams, mirrors are dangerous. They can show what we deny, what we fear, what we forgot. In cinema, they act the same way. They're the place where masks slip, where characters stop pretending, where truth breaks through the story. Think about it. In Moonlight, young Chiron stares silently, trying to understand the man he might become. In Us, the mirror maze is a trap, not just for the body, but for the soul. In Coraline, mirrors are the veil between realities, soft at first, then suffocating. Mirrors in film are never empty. They are filled with memory. And memory is what makes us human. When a character sees themselves clearly, we do too. And that's the real power of cinema. Not to show us new worlds, but to reflect our own. So next time a character looks into a mirror, don't look at their face. Look at what's behind their eyes. That's where the real story lives. You've just watched a reflection of your own dreams scattered across the frame. If this moved you, there's more waiting in the shadows. Subscribe. And check out my last short on why Batman is so angry. Comment the last movie scene that made you pause. And prepare, because in the next episode, we dive deeper into the subconscious. Dream Frame Cinema. Cinema. Beyond the frame.